What's up, Happiest Hour? So happy to have you guys here. Cheers. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, thanks for joining. Us here at the show. So happy this actually is the best part of my day, I feel like. And hopefully it's a pretty good part of your day, I hope. A lot of BS getting you down lately. Social media, people sharing bullshit. The president, that's a perennial favorite here on the Happiest Hour to chat about. Sending in, 150 Secret Service agents into Chicago. I mean, Secret Service, I'm talking about like unmarked. That's pretty weird that's going on. I feel like I'm like scared to walk down the street because somebody in an unmarked, going to shove me in an unmarked car. You know what I mean? Normally I have to pay for that kind of excitement. You know who else loves getting shoved into unmarked cars? My co-host and the Jordan to my Pippin. Please give it up for Lancey Joe. What's up, buddy?
Hi, Brendan. Hi, Happiest Hour.
Oh my gosh, Lancey, are you not that excited today? You sound like you're not as excited as you normally are today, man.
No, I just can't hear over my mom's air conditioner is running on 11 right now. Geez.
I mean,
in the South, I'm actually colder than I am in the winter in Chicago. It makes no sense.
Well, I used to work in an office where they called it women's winter with summertime because every woman I worked with brought a sweater into the office because it was just so cold. And they would sit there like a shawl and like work at their computer. Like it was like a throwback to the pre-industrial revolution where they'd work on like a loom or something, just with their little keyboard.
And so the humidity is like at 120%. My mom's air conditioner is at 11. So what the windows are frosted like it's Charles Dickens or something.
I went to Florida last summer and attended this like business conference in Fort Lauderdale, and it was like one of those weird. I didn't know this, but in the summertime in Florida, all the buildings sweat because it's so cold, and it's just all condensing on the outside of the building, and like so every building you pass looks like it's just struggling to exist in Fort Lauderdale, like.
And so what I do is I go out there on the patio, on my mom's patio. She's got a nice little place. I would take it out there, but I'm not going on here without a shirt and tie on. Like, what am I, an amateur? I gotta.
You're the Justin Timberlake of this show.
What? Yeah, I am definitely because I'm from Memphis. That's the only connecting bond between me and Justin Timberlake. JT
is he from Memphis?
Yeah.
I thought Lance Bass was from Memphis. Justin is from Memphis. Lance Bass is from what, Nashville or something?
Lance Bass was created by that guy or whatever. He's like a Frankenstein or something. A boy band singer.
Lance Bass was assembled from dead New Kids on the Block parts or something and put together in order to become a international sensation.
I don't like New Orleans, New York, or New Kids on the Block. I don't like anything new. Okay,
the four N's: New Orleans, New York, New Kids on the Block, and nudity. Those are the four things I can't stand. You're like the Justin Timberlake and the Lance Bass of this show, and I'm like the Lou Pearlman.
That's who it was. Lou Pearlman created.
I knew you meant. Yeah.
Yeah, like you were holding that.
I'm like the Lou Pearlman because I have an interest in blimps. He had the blimp market cornered. Lou Pearlman. That was the most interesting part of the documentary to me. Wasn't like that he wanted to give these kids massages, is that so a guy managed to make money in blimps. Like, why would anyone have ever thought of that?
Well, I know when during the Hindenburg's time, the blimp business was exploding. All right, okay, sorry, Happiest Hour crew, but we're gonna do some blimp jokes now.
That's true. The blimp bubble popped and came crashing down.
It was all from damn static electricity is what caused it. Actually, what happened was my
blimp futures were crashing. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. We've got so many good blimp things. We're stepping all over each other on this. The blimp. We got so much good blimp material.
Yeah, dude, we're practically bursting at the seams. You know what I mean?
Well, actually, they say it was static electricity. It was actually my grandfather did an open mic on there, and it was it explosive, not implosive. Most comedians are implosive, but my grandfather did an
Yeah,
open
that's
mic.
true. That's true because they, what he should never have done any of that material because there was a big sign before he got on that said nothing incendiary aboard. So ridiculous. You know what? We're dropping a lot of these blimp jokes, but I got to tell you, Lance, I think they're a lot of hot air.
Dude, you're looking ripped right now.
I'm looking ripped. Yeah, I've been running, man. Been doing the mace workout. You remember that, the mace workout?
Where you spray yourself in the face with mace?
Hold on, this is a mace workout for everybody watching.
Oh, you got the video queued.
I'm gonna play that one more time. Hold on a second. Wait, I gotta go back to it. Here we go. It's so stupid. I look insane. I look like a crazy person.
Oh, I'm seeing because of the delay. I'm seeing it now. Yes, I love it.
I look like a combination between like a hobbit and a Viking hobbit, like if such a thing existed. Do you know how powerful you feel holding that thing? I'm like I feel like there is nobody is skateboarding in this neighborhood anymore because I'm out front wielding this thing around. I've you know what I've done? I've smashed 2 or 3 skateboards and I leave them around. I've turned into my grandfather. Is what I've done. Yes. As I feel like these kids and their skateboards. It's ridiculous.
The most punk rock thing I ever saw was from a skateboarder. I don't know why this entered my mind, but it was right after the Trump election in Chicago, and the skateboarder got on the train with a "Make America Great Again" hat on. But no one questioned its irony. No one questioned it because this kid was that badass.
Well, that's because he meant it unironically. He really meant he wanted to make America great again. Had nothing to do with Trump support.
You got to be like, which level of irony are you on right now? I've got to, because it's +1 or is it -1? 2 negatives equal a positive. Is that right? I got to go back to my what's the order of operations
I don't know if 2 negatives make a positive, but 3 negatives make a right. I'm pretty sure I remember that. Lancey, how was your weekend, dude? We connected a little bit, but you had a few things going on.
I've just been here cooking up jokes nonstop, like Memphis style barbecue. I do dry rub jokes here.
I gotta marinate on these jokes for hours, slow roasted.
Well, the humidity's right here to do those type of jokes.
That's true. A dry rub works with that kind of humidity.
The water's good. Unlike Chicago. In Chicago, my hair gets blonde because it's got bleach in the water. When I wash my hair, there's bleach in that water.
Dude, I don't think it's healthy to drink the water here in Chicago. Certainly not from the river. It's not a good.
That's how Rahm Emanuel lost his finger.
Every time I wanted an excuse to stay home from work, I would just run out to the lake, have a couple gulps, run back home. If I could make it home to call sick, I would. Lots of times I just woke up in the hospital, and that was good enough. I'm kidding, of course. I should say that to my mother.
What did your PPO say about it?
Stop talking about my PPO, buddy. You haven't bought me a drink yet.
I go right into the PPO.
I just want to say I gotta say a couple of things real quick. We gotta give a shout out to Dustin Music, my cousin, and Jody Smith, who's also tuned in, and of course, friend of the show, Andrew Lawson, who's always he's tuning in. Also Hannah Grimm, who's paying attention. That's pretty cool. We're here every day, Tuesday through Thursday, at least 6:30 Eastern, 5:30 Central, 3:30 Pacific, and 11:30 GMT. Brian Rowe is going to be joining us here in a minute. Here's why I wanted to ask you about your. I feel like I'm such a selfish asshole. So many things in my life show up, Lancey, that show me that I'm like I'm really a selfish dude. Had a couple things happen over the weekend that were kind of shitty. I won't share them on the show, but had received some shitty feedback from some people about something, and it wasn't nice. It was passive aggressive and kind of mean, but. I feel like I'm having a moment, but the reason I asked you about your weekend is because I wanted to talk about the movie Greyhound. Have you seen this? It's on Apple TV.
I saw Greyhound live once, and it wasn't. I know how that ends.
Wait a minute, was it a Greyhound or a Whippet? Because sometimes I get those two things confused.
Yes, you have to do a bunch of whippets before you do a Greyhound.
No, I mean the movie Greyhound. The movie Greyhound is about Tom Hanks he's a captain of a destroyer in the Second World War. Did I tell you about this over the weekend when we talked a little bit?
No, you didn't mention that.
So Tom Hanks is the captain of a destroyer in the Second World War, and he's escorting a whole bunch of, like, a convoy of ships going across the Atlantic in 1942, and a wolf pack, which is a group of German U-boats, are all hunting the ships as they attempt to cross the ocean. And Tom Hanks is on the ship, and it's like he's hunting down these submarines. But the thing, and it's like it opens with like a chase between this destroyer as it's navigating the North Atlantic and a submarine that they've picked up on surface radar, and then they're tracking on sonar after it submerges beneath the waves, And they're like following it around and everything. And there's guys are like yelling commands back and forth. Like one guy's like in the bowels of the ship, and he's got all the technology, and he's like, it's 1,000 meters, bearing 2260 off the starboard bow. And then he's like, right full rudder. And then another guy's like, right full rudder. And then another guy's like, aye, sir, right full rudder. And then they go back, and then there's another guy who's like, it captured on sonar. He's moving, sir. It's now 800 kilometers, bearing 2874 off the. And then they yell it 3 more times. And I realized 20 minutes into this movie, Lancey, I'm on the edge of my seat. My adrenal glands are like pumping adrenaline, and the whole movie is to 20 minutes in is just guys yelling the same thing over and over, and Tom Hanks like running from one side of the ship to another, looking at nothing in the water, just open ocean with binoculars. That's the whole fucking opening to the film. It's like, I don't know how the director needs to get an award, because literally there's no submarine. It's underwater. You can't see it. You know what I mean? It's not there. That's the whole point. It's not like you're watching a submarine and they're like chasing it down. It's like there's literally the production budget must have been like $100. Like, it was so low. They don't have to build the set is just dudes in a room, and they're just yelling these things to each other. Like, yeah. It was genius. I highly recommend everybody watch it. It was spectacularly well done. If Dustin Music is watching this, you need to go get that Apple TV, dude, and check it out. You would love that movie. It's freaking amazing.
It's on Apple TV?
It's on Apple TV, and it was like spectacular. 1,200 meters, bearing 820. He's turning left, sir. We've lost him. He's off of our scopes. And it's just a close-up shot of a screen with nothing on it. And you're like, fuck, he's gone! Like, it was so ridiculous. You know what I
mean? So you did like the movie, though?
I loved it. I watched it like 3 times over the weekend. I couldn't get enough, apparently, of lines being repeated 3 times and shots of open ocean as guys were screaming. It just seemed to be the most exciting thing I've seen in a while,
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, it's no Tiger King, but
is it? Oh, you started watching The Last Dance a little bit, though, didn't you?
That was the other one I was going to say. So after I came down from, I probably sweat my body weight watching that movie. Then I decided it's time to go see what all the fuss is about. And here's the thing about The Last Dance that's spectacular. Everybody who watches this show knows that I don't know anything about sports, and I certainly don't know anything about basketball. You know what I mean? I'm 5'10", maybe, and I've never been good at basketball, never enjoyed it playing it growing up. It always seemed like the tallest, meanest kids that's who played basketball in middle school. And I was just like, fuck these guys. And I was the shortest kid in my whole middle school. I wasn't even the shortest boy. I was the shortest kid in my entire middle school. And Yeah, it was bad. My growth spurt was late. And so I think I grew 6 inches a week ago. So it was a late. Gross, dude. So anyway, the point is like I never was into basketball. But the thing about The Last Dance is it makes you feel like it made me feel like I was a basketball fan. It made me feel like, man, I know about the Bulls. Yeah, I know about them. Like,
did you watch the Dennis Rodman thing?
Which one? The episode about Dennis?
It's one of the episodes where they kind of get into the Dennis Rodman thing.
Well, the one where he was at the Pistons and then he kind of like,
Well, like there's one that I think kind of goes over his like origin story. I'm not sure
a little bit. He's from Oklahoma, right?
Right. But he didn't even play high school basketball. That's what's crazy about him. He hit a growth spurt after he graduated high school.
What? Yeah, that's what he said. He was in college, sophomore year of college. But same thing with Scottie Pippen, I think. He was like Scottie Pippen was 6'1", and then into college he suddenly became like 6.
Right.
Like,
but Scottie Pippen was
at
least playing basketball when he was young.
Yeah.
Dennis Rodman was like, I guess I'll try.
Yeah, right. I mean, that's what was so weird from Rodman was it was just like his story sounds like he literally just hung out in basketball courts with his buddies and just the game they played was he would just stand there and they would try to take shots and he would just block everything and that was the game. And he did that enough that then he became a pro basketball player.
Yeah.
Like that story made it sound like you could become a Chicago Bull. Like
yeah. Yes.
Yeah, he just hung out in his backyard.
Back, there is also like a Dennis Rodman 30 for 30 where it's just dealing with him. And that's been out for a few years. But his story is really interesting. His best friend in college when he was like this, he was becoming famous for how good he was in college in that town in Texas where he was playing. His best friend was like some kid. Some
kid.
Yeah, some kid was his best friend. It was so heart touching.
Yeah. Well, how old was the kid? It might not have only been heart touching.
It wasn't in like a thriller type way.
Oh man. Well, speaking of a thriller and heart touching, we're gonna bring on the most heart touching guest, friend of the show,
our reporter from the field,
our reporter from the edge of sanity. Give it up for Brian Rowe. We're gonna be bringing him on this thing. And once again, let's see if we've solved our technology issues on this show. I believe we have. Here he comes. This thing is, I feel like every time I think I got this handled, there's another dimension of this thing I don't understand. There he is. Hey, Brian Rowe.
Hey, mahalo. Wait, this isn't luau themed? I thought it was luau themed.
What?
I thought it was luau themed. You guys aren't wearing any luau shit.
Wait, why would you think it was luau themed? There was no.
I thought you said it was.
No, when did I message you about
hell? What am I wearing this shirt for then?
I did accidentally send out an Evite that had a palm tree on it. I apologize for that.
God damn it! I look like an asshole.
You look fine, man. I wish you got like a roasting pig around there or something to go with your shirt.
Yeah, it's actually in the back right now. We actually got one buried underground like they do in Hawaii. Actually, it's gonna take 10 hours, and then we'll get to it tomorrow morning.
Have you been to Hawaii, Brian? Just out of curiosity.
Never. No.
Oh my God, dude, it was the
I don't
best.
travel.
I went last year and it was amazing. And part of me, I did some stand up there, which was a lot of fun, but I definitely was. Like, I felt stupid for not living there. I was like, this is the freaking most amazing place. Like, it's gorgeous. Everything's amazing.
Yeah,
you know what
of
I
course.
mean? I just don't know. There's no punchline.
You mean
Yeah.
Paradise Island is gorgeous? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was like, why doesn't everybody live here? Land
Because
is
it's too
cheap on the
small.
Big Island because it's the only place in the world they're making it.
That's the problem. That's the problem. Everybody lives there, then all of a sudden it just goes to shit. That's why they hate white people there. They go there and like, God damn, these goddamn white people taking all our land.
That's why they hate them there.
I mean, everywhere, but yeah, specifically there right now.
We just won class popular here in the South. Most popular.
Oh my God.
How you guys been? It's been a while.
It's been a little bit. You're we're gonna do an open mic after this actually.
We are. I see you face to face.
Yeah.
Mask to mask.
Mask to mask. I don't know how I'm gonna recognize you.
Bend
yeah,
down,
that's
mask
right.
up.
Who has
That's the way
the
I like
biggest
to-
nose at the top of their mask?
That's funny. Because it hurts. No, I got a nose job in high school. It didn't take.
I always thought I don't know, Brian. I think you have a great nose, and mostly because I think that if we were ever in a race, I think I would want to be on your team because we would put you in front, and you would be so aerodynamic. You would create a.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say win by a nose, which is hilarious, Brendan.
No, it would just break across the wind would break across your face. I think you
Well,
would
I
be the
also
first
am
human
like
to
a
break the
twit.
sound barrier.
I think if given the right amount of spandex, I might be able to do it. I could try. If I had Usain Bolt's legs with this nose, holy shit, would it be legendary?
What have you been up to? I wanted you on here because you've been doing some shows in Chicago, actually, some outdoor
doing
stuff.
mics, shows, doing mics in parks. That's something. I'll tell you. That's.
Is there really? There's mics going on in parks?
Yeah, dude. Are you not on social media?
Nah, not really.
Really?
Somebody was
I feel like
mean
right
to
now
me
we're
once.
broadcasting on social media. I
I
feel like
know,
mostly
right?
it's
This is
just
about
you're
the
so
only thing I do.
self-absorbed.
Yeah, it's really true. I genuinely feel shitty about it.
Yeah,
but,
there's like I'm fucking at almost 20 mics on the month.
Dude, really? What?
There's
I
mics
don't know
and
if I
shit
should
going
hang out
on,
with
dude.
you then. You've got to you could be, you know what I mean? You could
I've
be
been
like
working all
radioactive
day.
with COVID.
Have you done any indoor things?
I did 1, 2. Today will be my third indoor thing. Which I don't know. I mean, everybody wears masks. We all kind of stay away from each other. I have microphone covers too, because Comedy Bar does like the outdoor patio on top of Gino's East roof, and they give you a microphone cover. So, and I did shows at Comedy Bar all weekend, which was cool. It was real interesting because all the noise shoots straight up on top of a roof, so you can't tell you're getting laughs, and then like you're not getting them, and you're like, am I still getting them? I don't even fucking know what noise I'm hearing right. Yeah, it was weird, but it was fun.
I'm looking this up right now. I'm finally jumping onto the Chicago comedy group.
Go to Johnny Cosmos is running from Instagram. It's out in the open mic.
Oh,
That's
what do you know?
IG. And then they got all the bars are closing now, so all that indoor shit's gonna get shut down.
Oh yeah, that's exactly that. Has that happened already?
It starts
it's weird,
on the
dude. Because
24th.
got it. So they say it's really bad, but it's not bad enough until the 24th.
So do it right away. They're like, you know what?
Yeah.
We'll give you 5 days. They're like 5 days.
God.
You'll be all right in 5 days.
It makes sense to close down outdoor stuff, I have to admit, but it is kind of
Indoor
weird.
stuff. Outdoor stuff,
Indoor
it doesn't.
stuff, pardon me. They should open outdoor stuff, but
I mean,
it is
people
kind of
have been giving
weird.
Dude, people have been talking shit for even doing outdoor open mics, and it's like, dude, here's the thing: is I haven't stopped working yet. I've worked every fucking day of this. 4:30 in the morning, waking up, going to work. I'm gonna go do fucking open mics if I can be safe about it. I'm gonna be as safe as I can be, and then just hope I don't get this. I'm gonna wear a mask. I'm gonna use mic covers. I'm gonna keep distance. But I mean, as far as it goes, I mean, what am I gonna do? Just fucking never do it until there's a vaccine when I'm working and I have just as likely a chance of getting it there. Just like you fucking got to roll the dice sometimes. And this is one of those things for me where it's like if I'm already fucking going to be living out in the world stressed out every fucking day from work, then I'm going to go do the one thing that I enjoy. So I'm not sitting at home just festering over the fact that I gotta go back to work the next day.
I love
Nice
that. I
use
mean,
of the
first
word,
of all,
festering.
I agree. I get it. A nice dude festering.
Nice use of festering.
I got it on the calendar right here. It's the day. It's the word of the day. I just wanted to need to get in there.
I agree with what you're saying. I mean, like, I agree with that mentality. I feel like but I also kind of what I also heard from you, Brian, was, you know what? I'm so stressed out. I'm gonna go. I'm stressed out and worn down. I might as well go into a risky situation for my immune system.
Yeah. Well, no, that's the thing is that my immune system's at an all-time high because I've been sitting around just taking vitamins and running, doing push-ups. Fucking.
Nice.
Yeah, I've been doing stuff
Well,
to make my.
You're a guy who, like, I can't think of you apart from doing comedy. It just feels like, I don't know what you would, it's such a big part of who you are, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Things got real dark in April and May. Things
They
got
did for
real dark.
everybody,
I was
yeah.
eating junk food like every fucking day. Like I was ordering out, and I was like, I need to go on a diet. I feel like shit. And I actually went on a diet, and I feel amazing.
Oh, good, dude. That explains the Hawaiian shirt. It's a reflection
Yeah.
of your insides. That's why you thought this was a luau.
Sunshine, baby. My life's a luau. It's all luau inside.
Mahalo!
Hello.
Aloha and mahalo.
We're gonna get canceled for this. Actually, that's what's gonna get us. Is how dare they use Hawaiian words when they aren't Hawaiian?
Oh my god. Well, I mean, like, everybody in Hawaii uses mahalo, like Hawaiian words all the time.
What's
it's
aloha?
like
Aloha, mahalo.
Mahalo.
Do I know?
Punta haka kohena. Like, but they say them with, like, the most non-Polynesian accent. It's like just
Have you ever seen the South Park where they make fun of native Hawaiians all being white tourists?
Yeah. Howleys from the mainland.
Yeah. And it's all people who have just been there more than once.
I mean, absolutely, that's how it feels like when you're there. It's just all of these people.
Dude, don't they have a meth problem? I feel like every city or state has a meth problem.
Yeah, you're talking about America. The whole country has a meth problem. It's
That's
either
true.
meth or it's
Opioids.
you know, yeah, opioids. It's like one of the two. Take your pick, you know.
You either got to be all the way up or all the way down.
Which one? You can't be normal to deal with this shit. Like,
especially right now. Dude, that's the hard thing is when you're like reading articles and it's like the other pandemic America hasn't addressed. And it's like, shit. We are supposed to deal with this, but let's deal with the one that is in the air first.
Yeah. I mean, Trump's taking care of that. It'll be fine. I like how you hold the mic like Kevin Durant in a press conference.
Yeah. I just need to feel like I could have been somebody. Also,
Brendan, by the way, Kevin Durant is a basketball player.
I don't know how Brendan doesn't know anything about sports. And also, you're not 5'10". You're also not 5'10", so just so we're all clear.
I'm like 5'9" and a half. You know what I mean? I'm in there.
Oh, yeah. I'm 5'9". Okay.
I just started putting on Tinder. I'm 6'4".
I'm 6 foot.
And my matches went way up.
I'm 6.5. Well, yeah. Well, you're also in your 30s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, desperation, kicks in.
I don't know. Brian, we've been friends for a while. I've been desperate the whole time.
No, I'm talking about other people's desperation.
Like, I get what you're saying.
I guess it says above 6 foot.
Brian, how old are you?
I'm 27.
Nice.
I look my age. I've looked 27 since I was about 20.
That Kurt Cobain age, the good age.
I literally said to someone, I'm like, you know what? As long as I can get famous at 28, I'm okay.
I love that, Brian. You were minutes ago. You were like, "Yeah, I want to be famous for something." I was like, "Brian, you're 27. You got plenty of time to shoot a celebrity."
Oh, that's funny. That's infamy. That's not fame.
I don't know,
They
man.
have
You know,
some of the same letters.
I was just reading a thing about conspiracies, and they're talking about how they're like, yeah, it's crazy. JFK got shot, but like Reagan got shot, and it was like the same situation almost. And like,
I saw that.
it didn't
What the
turn
hell
to
was that? I saw
conspiracy.
that same thing.
It was John Oliver, probably. I think.
That's what it was. It was John Oliver.
Talking about conspiracy theories.
Yeah, because
Let's
Reagan
talk
didn't
about
get
reverse
killed.
mortgages. But first, did JFK really die?
That's a perfect John Oliver.
Oh my god. It's just like he has to be so excited because you're talking it's normally like the most boring topic that he could possibly pick, but it's
Then he
so
found
relevant.
something.
Yeah. Like it's so
It's crazy.
relevant
Him
to
and John
something.
Cena are literally the same age.
I thought you were going to say they're literally the same person.
They are. You can't see either of them.
They're actually Siamese twins. Have you ever noticed that? They never appear in the same place.
Yeah, it's
pretty odd. Yeah, they have the
Super
exact
weird.
same birthday. That just shows
Super
you how
weird, man.
how little human genes care about what you want to be in life.
Isn't that fucking weird? That's how varied humans are. John Cena and John Oliver are both human beings.
The Rock's in his 40s, and it's like, how? Well, steroids.
The
but other
Rock
than
is
that,
not in his 40s. The Rock has got to be in his 50s, right?
He's in his 50s, you think?
Yeah, hold on. Let me
I
look
thought
it
he was
up.
like, I thought he was like 46.
You know, Chuck Norris is like 120.
I'd believe that, actually. They just preserved
The
him.
Rock is
for
The Rock is
life.
48. Okay, so you're right. He's in his 40s, but
Yeah.
he's 48. Man, I can't
That's-
even believe
well,
he's 48. He just seems like
that
he's
just
always
shows
been
you.
around.
That shows you what money, wealth, success, fame, and steroids can do for you. All of those things combined can preserve your body perfectly.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever seen Mark McGuire? The guy looks beautiful. Beautiful.
Sammy Sosa
I
does
think-
too, actually.
You know, hold on a second. Mark McGuire looks beautiful, but a lot of that I think is just due to his amazing eyeliner skills. That guy, his
I
YouTube
think
channel
you're
is
thinking of
fire.
Carrot Top.
It's the only it's one of the only male makeup YouTube channels I follow.
Brendan, have you seen Sammy Sosa in recent years?
He won't return my calls.
You haven't? Oh, all right. Well, you should get in touch with him because he's looking real odd these days.
Sammy Sosa?
He
Oh,
he
man.
bleached his skin.
What? What?
Yeah, you haven't seen these pictures? Oh man, he looks like a can of Pepto
I
Bismol.
thought that he had
What? Are you
some,
serious? Sammy Sosa bleached his skin?
Yeah, he claimed it was vitiligo, which is what Michael Jackson did, but it's not.
Oh, really?
What?
That's not what it is?
No, they just bleached his skin, man.
Yeah, I was about to ask, like, wait, Joe Jackson was Sammy Sosa's dad too?
Holy shit, that was a good sports reference. Look at you. Sports and music reference.
No, it's not shoeless Joe Jackson. I meant Joe Jackson, Michael Jackson's dad.
I know, but I'm saying it was a good reference from both music and sports.
Ah, you're right.
Connected
There you
them
go. I
very well.
crossed. All right. Wow, what the fuck, man? Sammy Sosa. What?
Crazy, right? He looks like the Pink Panther.
Yeah, what? What? This is crazy. He looks like literally looks like a different person. How come there's no
think
like Sammy Sosa was replaced like
Conspiracy?
conspiracies?
Because I think
out
everyone's
there?
like, I could see Sammy Sosa doing that.
What? That's so weird. It wouldn't it be really funny if Mark McGuire like dyed
Tan?
his skin, like
Like, darkened his
they
skin?
switched. Yeah.
Did you watch that on ESPN? I didn't watch that.
Which one?
The documentary about them. It came out right after the Jordan doc.
No, I didn't.
Oh yeah, I can't believe you aren't a basketball fan either. I always figured you would be for some stupid reason. Also, Rodman did play basketball in high school. He just was benched the entire time because he was 5'6".
Ah.
And he went through a crazy growth spurt in like his senior year, and then he was like homeless. And then he went through another growth spurt in college. And they're like, hey kid, come on and play with us. And they're like, all right, sure. And then he became the Worm.
I love that Tristan just gave me shit in the comments for not knowing that Sammy Sosa bleached his skin.
That's fucking great.
Also, hello, Alex Scott. Thanks for joining watching the Happiest Hour, buddy. Did you, Brian? I gotta ask you. Are you into? Did you watch Greyhound? Are you gonna watch it?
Is that the movie you were talking about?
This is the movie I was talking about, man.
It's got Tom Hanks in it, right?
It's got Tom Hanks in it.
Then hell no, I won't watch it. That
What
goddamn.
in the hell is wrong with you? What in the hell?
What are you fucking?
No,
what you don't like Tom Hanks?
Everybody loves Tom Hanks. There's got to be something in that dude's closet. There's no reason everybody should love this fucking guy. There's skeletons
He's on
in that man's
steroids.
closet.
Did you see
And
the
they
movie
come out in
Punchline?
his child. What?
Did you see the movie Punchline? Tom Hanks plays a stand-up comic.
Oh, I've heard of it. I've never seen it. I saw his movie where he became a grown man and creepily followed around a child. That was creepy. I think it was called Big. Real weird guy playing piano.
Tom
That's
Hanks
a movie
was-
that could not be made today.
No, not at all. No, they'd be like, "Why are you following this child around?"
Tom Hanks is in my favorite movie of all time, which is You've Got Mail.
Is that actually your favorite movie of all time?
Mm-hmm.
No shit. You learn something new about Lancey every time you see him.
I was just
Well,
wrong.
I've been saying it a lot.
I was wrong actually. They were actually rebooting the movie Big, but they're calling it the Epstein story.
Oh Jesus, that's way better. By the way, I just realized I wasn't front lit. I know a thing or two about film stuff now, and I just realized I was fucking up this whole time. My bad,
Yeah,
everyone
you've been doing like shit on YouTube lately, haven't you?
Yeah, I haven't done it in like a month. I moved, and then I just have been doing other shit. So
Is
I'm
this why
writing a
your
lot.
internet works this time? Is that you've now?
Yeah, that is why. Yeah, AT&T is paying me a lot of money to promote them right now. So AT&T, very fast internet.
We had Corey on here last week, and we were talking about aliens. And then
I heard-
as soon as
I
he
heard
started
Corey was
telling the
on.
story, he just the whole thing flipped off. Man, it was crazy.
Well, that's because Corey's in Texas and the virus runs on 5G.
What internet did you used to have?
We had that RCN,
Ugh,
which is
that
just the
was horrible.
cheapest shit you could buy. It was cheap though.
Like how cheap? If you don't mind me asking about
Like,
finances.
I think it was like, if you don't mind me asking what your financial records are. That's how it sounded to me. I don't know. It's
This
probably
is how
like,
Lancey gets people to join Scientology.
I think it was like 25.
Fancy
Is that
question
accent?
asking.
His New York accent.
Yeah.
Well, if you listen here, Scientology really isn't so much about aliens. It's more about a community.
I can tell what street in New York people are from. That's how much of a New Yorker I am.
That's how ingrained it is in Lancey's soul.
Yeah.
If he smells a piece of pizza from New York, he can tell you what block that piece of pizza is from.
And if I lose that ability, I know I might have the coronavirus.
Dude, that's
Brian,
what I'm
have you
scared
thought-
of is losing that sense of taste. Sorry, Lancey, go ahead.
It's okay. Brian, have you had yours like I know you said you've been working a lot, and have you had any scares that you might have the corona?
Well, I mean, everybody gets scares, I think, with this kind of I'm a hypochondriac, and you know what? It's actually made me less worried about dying. I'm just like, you know what? I guess I can't control anything. I guess fuck it. Who cares? No. Yeah. I mean, there's been some times where
You know
I've had,
what?
like some.
I'm gonna drink some bleach.
I'm gonna inject some bleach, and I'm gonna go stick a UV light in my skin. I'm gonna go stick it inside my body.
Maybe
I'm gonna
they can take the light, they can put it in the body. It's
That was
tremendous.
the most
Tremendous.
ridiculous shit I ever watched. I was
Dude,
like,
that
what
was
the
my
fuck?
favorite Trump special. That was my favorite Trump's hour that he did. I
Dude,
love
he's
that
starting.
one.
Dude, he's starting the fucking Trump show again. It's like he's doing the briefings. They're gonna come out and do
Yeah.
them again. Oh my god.
Well, that was to stimulate the late night economy. They were really on the fritz there.
Do you think Trump could get away with humping the stool, or would that come across as crass?
Oh my god.
They could explain it somehow.
What I was doing was I was just letting them know what I did all those years.
I had to
Two
let it know
strong
who's boss. It needs to know. I gotta show Russia's strength.
Stool,
Jesus.
you're fired.
I think the funniest thing in the world is he called Angela Merkel a fat pig on a phone call with her. That was like, I was like, what the fuck?
What?
Yeah. It's
When
almost
did that
like
happen?
imagine if Don Rickles had been born evil. Like it feels like that's what Donald Trump is.
Oh,
Like-
that's pretty fucking funny. Evil Rickles.
Evil Rickles.
Oh. Don Rickles. Don Rickles would destroy Donald Trump, I think, in a roast.
One of my favorite things to watch lately during quarantine, during COVID, has been Don Rickles on the AARP channel on YouTube.
Oh shit!
Dining
Really?
with Rickles. Have you seen it?
Oh yeah. When he just is
got a
very
whole
crass
series.
and doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, he's got a whole series, and he's just in his late 80s, and he doesn't give a shit, man. And it is like it
whatever,
is so
I'm gone.
it's beautiful. Like he'll
Dude,
sit
he
down
stopped
with
caring
people.
when he was like in his 40s.
One of my favorite
in college,
things.
I watched all the
Oh
roasts.
my god, dude! Will Ferrell sits down with him, and they're at this dinner, and Will Ferrell just starts talking about how much he's like, oh man, I'm just such a fan of yours, and you're so funny, and and Don Rickles like looks up and he looks over, and then he looks over at a bunch of people and he goes, who is this guy?
It's such a Rickles thing, dude. I love it.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
They would play like stuff from him back in like the early 80s and like late 70s. Rickles like roasting people at like the Friars clubs. It was like the guy was just fire from beginning to end.
Yeah, dude, that shit was amazing. We just watched Eddie Murphy's Delirious here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Who are you living with now?
Brody Blair.
Got it. He just asked. Great. He just asked if you're driving to Roses in the show comments. And I was going to bring that up earlier, and I thought, I think he fucking lives with this guy.
Yeah, Brody, I'm driving to Roses.
This is now become.
Thanks for giving
like
my
texting.
time and location later. Now they can track me. Dude, I hate people that are like that. Oh, dude, I've had that at work because, like, for work now, we make people scan in to the construction site, like, to, like, check off that they haven't been around anyone with corona and they don't have any symptoms. And I love when people are like, oh, what are you guys going to try to track me? It's like, hey, you have a smartphone. They're tracking you. You're locked in already.
Yeah,
You're locked in, pal.
This is like I had this argument with some people on this I belong to this conservative group. It's a long story.
I know,
but I
like
argue with them
people.
all the time, and they're like, "Yeah, don't go get a coronavirus test and don't go get a vaccine because Bill Gates is trying to track you." And I'm like, dude, you're already. He can all. Why would they do another
Where did
step?
you post this from? Did you post this from a computer? Because they're tracking you then.
They're already tracking you, buddy. Like, what do you not have a social security number? Like, come on.
You have to live in Montana in the woods, 5 miles away from Kanye to not be tracked.
Oh my god, dude! Speaking of Kanye, holy shit, man!
Yeah,
What the
dude's got
fuck?
mental health problems. Either that or
Dude,
he's like a real evil promoter.
What? Like,
Because if that's promotion, then that's really evil. Because people are genuinely worried about him, and I'm like, that's pretty fucked up with this promotion.
oh my god, man! Did you see this, Lance?
His Twitter
I
rant
assume
last
you're
night?
talking about. I haven't been watching the news, but I assume you're talking about the college dropout. I haven't watched the news in a while. Great album though. It sounds great.
Yeah, it actually they're talking about it possibly winning a few Grammys.
That's great. He's doing great stuff.
I really think his future looks bright. It looks like a real bright. I think he's gonna really just streamline his life to really be a well-rounded individual.
Oh my god, what a grounded fellow! What a grounded young man!
I could see him producing like a clothing line that's really well put together and isn't just tattered cloth. You guys
Dude,
have
he
seen that,
changed
right? His
shoes.
sweater that
he
sold?
changed shoes though. Like shoes were designed differently after Yeezys
They are
became
designed
so
differently.
popular.
Yeah, that is true. No, they do have that longer layout now, where it's like fucking spans.
Yeah, and then like has like that like flowers around your foot.
It's like an alien looking thing.
It almost
yeah.
looks like it sprouted. Both shoes sprouted legs. Like that's how it looks now.
I'm trying.
He's
He's
the
supposed
one
to
who
be
did
working
that.
with Gap.
Kanye.
They're tracking you with those shoes. You know that, right?
That's it. That's
Those
why they
shoes
have.
are-
That's why they have those numbers on the side. That makes sense.
that
Those
video.
are an addition. That's
But hold on,
the
that
number to
video
track.
where Kanye's like Harriet Tubman wasn't blah and like saying that shit. I was like, what the? I had to literally.
Dude,
I watched
here's
it
the
5
thing.
times because I couldn't believe it was
I
Kanye. I was like,
get
there's no way this
what
is
he
actually
was
Kanye
saying.
West.
I get what he was trying to say. I think he's just fucking awful at articulating sentences. So what he was
think
trying to
that's
say
true.
is, white people have been holding us down even after Harriet like had us leave from slavery. They still held us down. But like he didn't know how to say that without sounding ridiculous. So he's just like, Harriet Tubman didn't free any slaves. We've always been slaves. And I was like, hey, she did free slaves. You just were. She's like, just took them to new slave owners. I don't think they were new slave owners. I think they went to go work places and then people still treated them shitty is what you're trying to say. But you're doing a horrible job
But that
at it.
happens. I think that happens because in that famous interview he had with Sway, I think that was the
and he's like-
problem.
That was incredible. I couldn't. That was just incredible. You don't have the answer, Sway, and Sway's just like, God
You
damn
have
it.
the answer, Sway.
I was trying to do a fucking interview, man. This is a Tuesday for me, bro.
I know, dude. He's like, I'm just trying to do my job, and he's like coming at him so hard in that interview. Also, oh man,
What if Sway
that
just
dude is.
knocked
I
him
mean,
out?
like there's something. I mean, but here's the thing: something has to be wrong with his brain. Normal people
Well, dude,
don't
he got
have
in
the
a really
success.
bad car
Normal
accident.
people don't have the success that he has. You know,
Yeah.
They don't. Something has to be different because in order for
Yeah, to
to
have
get
that
him to
drive.
get to
Michael
that
Jordan
point,
was a
right?
sociopath, dude. Look at
Yeah, it's the
fucking
same.
that dude.
Easy.
He's one of my favorite people of all time. That dude was out of his goddamn mind.
I want to see like there's something about Jordan even now when you see him like in that interview, he's just sitting there and you're like, this motherfucker, there's something cold about this dude.
Oh
Like-
yeah. Did you
Like
watch
he's such
him
a
play
warm,
basketball?
fun guy and he's around and people are talking, but when he sits down and starts talking, you're like, Michael Jordan might have murdered somebody. And I wouldn't like if he told you that in a story, it would be like a fact. You know what I mean?
It's like this one guy told me that I couldn't score 50 points, so I did it. Then I slit his throat. What was that second part?
Yeah,
Nothing.
dude.
I scored 50 points.
That's a dude like that's the unspoken extra thing that no one is talking about this documentary.
Well, no,
which
the
is
thing is, I
Michael
think the
Jordan. No, hold on a
coldness-
second. Michael Jordan had a one singular drive to be the greatest basketball player. But if you just replaced basketball with like I don't know, burning villages, he would be the Genghis Khan of like
Yeah.
of Wilmington.
But the beautiful thing is we had basketball, so we didn't have to worry about that.
Yeah, I know, isn't it? It's civilization, you know.
My mom keeps hopping in and out of this. Hey, Mom.
Both y'all's moms are
sorry you
watching.
raised me.
My mom always watches this. Is she?
your
Is your
mom's
mom gonna
watching it
ask?
too, I see.
Is your
Karen?
mom gonna ask for a ride to Rose's also? By the way.
Oh, but that was hilarious.
We've got let's see, y'all's moms are watching, and your roommate Brian is watching.
Yeah, so that's
and we're all watching. So we've triangulated. We don't even need to spy on people. We know who's watching.
we got it locked in for the government. We'll let them know.
Let up. No.
What if there was a podcast where they just did that? They announced, oh, we got another watcher, and it's this person, and they live at this address.
They're
They know
not
too well.
listening. They're not listening to what we're saying. Siri, are they listening? See? No response.
I love that all these people who are like, man, these people are motherfucking listening, are the same people that like have Amazon dots around their apartment.
Yeah. Oh my god.
dude, those things are snitches.
Dude, that thing
That-
wants to take you down.
Oh, dude, I just thought of a great idea. I'm gonna write that down and not tell you guys because I want to make money off it.
Does it have something to do with
Yeah, all right.
Tekashi 69 or whatever?
It does. It actually does. It has to do with him.
I
I was gonna see if he would replace the Amazon dot voice. Just him yelling gibberish. I wish I had Tekashi 69 impression just ready, because that would have been a good moment for it. But I don't, because I don't really listen to his music.
So
All I
now
know
you
is
can
it's
work
a lot
on
of
it. You
yelling.
can work on it at the open mic we're about to go to.
Oh God, no! I don't.
Are
do
you?
it.
What are you?
Not
You working on?
aware.
New shit? Yeah, I'm working on new shit.
What did you say, Lancey? Sorry.
Oh, I just can't hear Tekashi 69's voice because I'm not a millennial. I can't even hear it.
The pitch doesn't even reach your
Yeah,
ear
the
frequency.
pitch doesn't. It's like a dog whistle. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
It's not, and that's not really for millennials. It's for you. I think you are a millennial. It's Zoomers. It's Gen Z now.
Wait, you guys are millennials?
Who knows, man.
I thought you guys were
Knows.
generation. What is
I'm-
that?
I'm
Why?
Generation Next because I drink Pepsi.
I thought it was generation. What is it? X? Is it Generation X?
Yeah, that's
What's
what
you?
I am.
Ugh.
82. 82. I was the first millennial. I was the actual
were?
first one.
Oh,
was the
shit.
first. I brought all this on us. I was the first millennial to use tools.
Tools, the computer app.
Microsoft Tools.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And later
That's it.
they invented, after people used tools enough, they invented a Pro Tools, so you could make money doing it. Jesus Christ, man. I'm really excited. I'm really excited for your beach wedding, though, Brian. Whenever
It should
that
be good. I think it'll be
happen
good.
later.
I think I'm still working on the person I'm gonna marry, so I'm just gonna walk around in this and just propose to people and see if it
But
works.
Brody Blair's not good enough for you. I already live together.
No. That's platonic. For now.
Well, we don't have to get philosophical about it. But
What was I gonna say? Oh, what did Corey say about me last week? I heard he was talking shit.
Yeah, he was saying some foul shit.
I mean,
Like,
they were
he's
just
like-
facts, you know.
With an aggressive tone.
That's what talking shit is. It's facts with an aggressive tone.
You know, I don't want to tell you any of this stuff because this feeds you. The more shit like this gets you. You love this. This gets you going.
Yeah.
When
Yeah, it
people,
does.
that's why you're digging for it.
I'm like, what did he say? What did he say?
I don't really remember. We actually said some nice things about you too. We said I was talking with him and he was like, dude, Brian Rowe has gotten so funny, and I said
You know what I
and
love?
that's why he has to die. So it's been good to hear that you've been going out to a lot of open mics lately. That's been pretty cool.
Brendan, it looks like you're getting funny too. I never thought I'd see the day, but it looks like it's
Yeah,
happening.
well, somebody tell Chris Higgins.
Did he say you aren't funny?
No, never mind.
We're
Forget
gonna
I
talk
said
about
it.
this later. It's okay.
Yeah, I'll talk to you about it later.
No one listens to this that'll get back.
Yeah, nobody, whatever, dude. This is
I got
just
some
for
stories
hanging
for
out.
you too. There's some really fucking good stories for you that can only be said in person because
I'm looking forward to it. I haven't seen you in a while, so this will be a good
I know.
time.
It'll be good. It'll be good to see you and then be reminded of why I hate seeing you.
Nah, dude, I got a mustache now. It's great.
Oh, that's right. You're likable. That's what facial hair is for.
I should probably let you get going so you can actually get over here and go to Rose's.
All right. Oh yeah, you live across the street. You piece
Yeah,
of shit.
coming up.
All right.
I'm across the street from it right now. So, Brian, thanks for joining us, man.
Hey, thanks for
I'll
having
see
me
you
on,
here
guys.
in a little
Great
bit.
seeing you, Lanty. Brennan, I'll see you soon.
Good to see
So,
you.
hey, take it easy, man. I'm looking forward to seeing your white linen pants with that shirt later. It's a great ensemble.
How'd you know?
I hope you land out front in a pontoon plane in that
Well, no,
outfit.
I was gonna come around and I was actually gonna shave this all off into a mustache. I was gonna come out in a red Ferrari, and I was gonna solve some mysteries too while I was at it. Just Tom Selleck.
Magnum PI. All right, man. Take it easy.
All right, boys. I'll see you.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, there we go. I love that Skype goes, you kicked Brian kicked Brian
Yeah.
Rowe out of the call.
Yeah.
It's so funny, man.
I saw that too.
Check this out, by the way. I want to share this with you. This is pretty cool. So I've been working on this for 2 years with our buddy William Petit, and the proof copy of our new book is coming out. Forward by James Altucher. Kind of cool. Looks like a real ass book, man. It's pretty cool. The cover design. I mean, it looks like a real ass book. Look at this thing. Look at that. Bang.
That's great.
We worked on this book for 2 years, man. I designed the whole, not the cover. This was designed by a guy named Dylan Sowell, and it was based off an idea Bill had. And it's pretty dope, though. It's going to be available next month, and I'm just excited because it actually looks really good. Looks like a really cool book. I'm stoked about it. James loves it. We're going to be back on his podcast, I think, pretty soon. So,
Well, I'll definitely get it whenever it's available. Y'all are going to have that on Amazon?
Yeah, dude. I got a copy for you here. I'll just give it to you. I can send
I
it
want to
over to you.
contribute. I want to contribute.
Well, you do. You do every time you're on this show, man. Somebody on here has got to be funny. So, I'm glad you're on this thing.
That's why we outsourced Brian Rowe. We were like, we can't come up with anything to say.
Anything. Got nothing today. And then, disappointingly, he couldn't either. So, I love that guy, actually. I'm looking forward to seeing him here in a little bit. I'm going to have to put on a whole bunch of PPE to go do this open mic. Lancey Joe, you still reviewing Lancey Joe on Venmo shows? Are you having guests to watch them with too now, or is it just you?
Sometimes I have guests, not as many as I used to, but I'll take guests sometimes. I'll take it. We run the option on the Lancey Joe on Venmo show. Sometimes we do things, but there's no set time.
I mean, you keep it loose, man. That's why it's such a fun show to watch.
Keep it loose. I should be wearing a Hawaiian shirt. So
I dare you to tonight with a tie.
I don't have any Hawaiian shirts, and I don't know if I could find a white supremacist to get one, but
really, in Mississippi?
Yeah.
That's funny. All right, buddy. Well, take it easy, and we'll see you guys here on the Happiest Hour again tomorrow, 6:30 Eastern, 5:30 Central, 3:30 Pacific, and 11:30 GMT. All right, peace, brother.
Bye.